Okay, I'm so sick of hearing this. Paladins copied Overwatch, and Overwatch is basically a better version of Paladins, and Paladins is basically Overwatch. Paladins is not Overwatch! Maybe just a little bit. Maybe it kinda is. Maybe I can see the similarities here. Hey gang, it's Def, and I am doing a rant on one of my favorite games. So before we kind of dive deep into the subject that I'm going to reach on, which is going to be new characters coming out, and each character is just OP AF, if you know what I'm saying. Let's start out with addressing the elephant in the room and saying that Paladins did copy Overwatch, but they didn't. Okay, do a little bit of research. I have questions I want answered as well. But Overwatch and Paladins is a different animal. I mean, you got to play both games to kind of know that. I mean, you really got to play both games, because if you just start Paladins for a few seconds or a few days and not really dive in, you don't understand the MOBA aspect of having your own customization and picking your talents and all that stuff and making a build for your characters. You know, I will say September 15th, 2016, Paladins was launched. They were in beta forever, but we won't even go into that. Overwatch was released May 24th of 2016, okay? I get it. There's a lot of, why would you play Paladins? And lastly, I will say this. I started playing Paladins as a joke. I had a friend I wanted to get, he's in the Battle Axe community. We call him Z. I wanted to get my buddy into Overwatch, but he didn't want to buy the game. So Paladins was free. We gave it a shot. Long story short, we were addicted. That's all we played. I'm all in on Paladins. It's my game where I can come home from work and let off some steam. In any case, that's out of the way. So let's get to what I want to really talk about, and that's the stupid, overpowered classes that keep coming out month after month without the regular characters getting a rework. Okay, I might have been exaggerating on the month after month thing, but still, let's get to it. So my thing with Paladins that I want to talk about today, and it is just, it eats at me. It eats at me all the time, because each character that comes out is just OP. This goes with Overwatch as well, guys. Okay, I'm so sick of characters coming out, new champions, new heroes coming out, and them not at least altering or adding something to the characters that was initiated in the game, okay? Let's skip a few people. We're gonna skip, Strix, which, does 1,000 damage per hit and can stealth and throw flash bombs and then run up with this pistol and bang, 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 you're dead. But I'm not gonna get into that. We can skip Genos, which is an awesome freaking healer. One of my best friends plays him all the time. You just right click and you got heals going up all the time, and then you got your massively badass going through walls ultimate that can just multi-kill a whole entire team, especially if you're playing Siege. But we're gonna skip all that, okay? Let's start with Vivian, who came out November 15th, 2017. She has a freaking shield that covers her face. She has a perk where if you're shooting your gun more than 2 seconds, you do extra critical damage, okay? With that alone, okay, you can also get the, morality perk? I'm drawing a mind blank, but you can also get the perk where you get your ultimate quicker, okay? Her ultimate lasts for freaking ever. All you have to do is throw up your shield and boom, 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 boom with your critical damage with the shield in front of your face, and then you got the morality talent and perk or whatever you want to call it, okay? And then you get your ultimate, and you got 2 rockets coming out of his side because you got the 2 little ghost things, and it's just boom, 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 multi-kill. It's just freaking insane. I mean, it's so overpowering. And I don't get it. I don't get it. But Vivian, I can see it, okay? We'll leave it, keep her how she is. She's fun to play. I mean, she's alright. She's OP as f***. So here's the bullshit that I'm talking about. They introduced a new champion. His name is Moji. And anyone that plays Paladins, you know what I'm about to say. Bull! God! So Moji, he's a cute little dude that drives a little dragon thing. And get this, his main attack does 100 damage every 0.6 seconds. His off attack does 50 damage every 0.08 seconds, okay? So you're sitting there, it's a two-headed dragon, by the way, did I mention that? So you're sitting there, so you're stacking all this freaking damage, right? Okay, and that's kind of cool. But you can get a perk every time you kill somebody, and you get 800 health every time you kill somebody. And he's a flank, by the way, so you're made to like sneak around and get behind people's back and just whatever he does. But here's the thing that drives me bananas, okay? He has an ability called Magic Barrier, an impenetrable field around your character for 2 seconds. Enemies that damage you while your barrier is active receive 10 stacks of a magic mark. Okay, a magic mark, whatever that's called. I mean, not only are you already doing too much damage by, your two-headed dragons and everything, your ultimate, by the way, turns you into a snack and he eats you. He eats you. Like, you run as a little snack. I mean, it's a little ridiculous, but it's kind of cool. Kind of cute. Whatever you want to call it. But it's OP as f***. After Moji came out, we had 2 more champions that come out. Khan and, I believe her name is Furia. Let me see. Yeah, Furia. And dude, I mean, Khan is if you know how to play Khan, he is a great tank. The only thing that drives me crazy is I think he's OP as fuck because his I believe one of his abilities, it just heals you for 1,000 health. And if people are near him, it heals them as well. Now, that is kind of OP in my opinion, but I do like it because it does encourage people sticking with their tank. I don't know how many times I played this game on their small ass maps. Punkshu can attest to this. He hates the small map areas. But I can't tell you how many times I'm a tank and no one is fighting on the damn point. So Khan kind of encourages that, and that's what I like about Khan. Furia she is kind of like Genos. If you know how to play her, you can do some good damage. Well, I take that back. That's what you can say positive about Paladins. Even their healers can put out some damage. You got Grover. You got my boy, my main, which is Pip. But yeah, you had Khan, and then you have Furia. Furia is an amazing healer if you know how to play her correctly, and she can also do some damage. And I don't want to dive into her. I think those 2 classes are fair. But yeah, let's move on. Let's talk about a champion by the name of Koga. Okay, so here's what you need to know about Koga. Koga's a little bitch. Okay, so let me put this into perspective. You get this, Paladins copied Overwatch stuff. They have a lot of similar abilities. We all know that. Okay, but Koga is, let's say Hanzo banged Tracer in Overwatch, and they had their son, and they named him Koga. Okay, that is literally Koga. I don't care what the Paladin lore is, but that's a fact. Hanzo Tracer had a baby, and it's Koga. Koga's got Tracer's guns. He can climb up walls like Hanzo. He can teleport around, and and you're dead. If he's on you, you're dead. Let me correct myself before everybody goes crazy in the comments. He doesn't teleport around. He has a little, stealthy thing that I think Reaper had, I believe. Anyway, I haven't played Koga a lot because Koga is a bitch, and I don't care to play him. I just know that he's OP as shit. When you can teleport or whatever Koga does, Koga's thing, okay, and then you can climb walls and get up on top of people, and and they're dead, or he has his claws, and it's like slash, 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 and the claws can like go like 20 meters away or however long it is, that is OP, my friends. That is insanity. I'll give Koga a little pass, okay? We'll just move on from Koga. He won't get a nerf. It's cool, okay? You have just a superior flank, and no one should play any other flanks, I guess. I don't know what to say right now, but Koga pisses me off. Holy shit. If you thought Moji was annoying, they just upped themselves on this one. Let's talk about a pirate named Dredge. Dredge is another little bitch that all he does is throw little bombs that bounce like grenades and then stop and then explode and do a lot of AoE damage. This guy can hold your point. If you're playing Siege or if you're playing Onslaught, whatever the case may be, whatever you're doing, even if it's TDM, he can hold whatever he wants to hold, because if those bombs aren't staying in place, bouncing in place, and exploding, so you have to escape that area. Once you escape that area, he can just throw harpoons and just, you're running from my bombs? Okay, bang, you're dead. Bang, you're dead. Oh, did I mention the harpoon does 800 damage and then slows the target by 50% for 2 seconds? You thinking 2 seconds? What? It's all good. But dude, in the heat of battle, you're slowed for 2 seconds, and then all he has to do is boom, boom. You're dead. He can create a freaking AoE big ass rip that does 4,000 damage in an area. So have fun with this little bitch. Before I get to my last OPAF character I want to touch on, I'm going to say Atlas is the latest new character we have. He controls time. He creates a barrier that no damage can get through. You can't really damage it. It doesn't last very long. I think he's all in all excellent take. I love him. And maybe that's just because I can wreck face with him. Maybe I'm a little biased, and maybe that's how a lot of people feel with some of these characters, Don't mess with my Moji, man. I love eating snacks, I'm gonna back off, okay? Whatever. If we have reached a point to where a class cannot be more OP, I don't know exactly how you say her name, but I believe it's Amani, and let me tell you something. All you have to do is be able to hit a target. That is it!
It's showtime. Like it's nothing. That's 2 in a row. Killing spree.
You can get a talent to where her frostbolt will hit an extra target. It already hits 2 targets, so you're throwing your ice and it's hitting 2 targets, okay? You can do 3 targets, okay? So you got everybody on the point like they're supposed to be, or if you're her, you can just hang back and pew, boom, 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 pew, boom, 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 boom. It is insanity, man. She needs to be nerfed. I will say this, she's a glass cannon. If you see her, if you get a headshot, she's dead. She does way too much damage. It is just... Just watch this clip. And here we are, Amani coming straight out of the gates after an ugly kill. She fires a misfire, an ugly shot. Then she hits a target, which bounces on that target. Then she hits that target, and then that target. It is a double kill. It's a triple kill, and the game is won. Her glide. she can glide in midair so she can get away. She has that mobility. But this is what I want to get at. Her ultimate, she turns into a motherfucking dragon. She turns into a dragon that breathes fire and ice on everybody. Song of Ice and Fire. That's what this is. You know, you turn into a dragon, and you can damage that dragon all you want, but you gotta find the character hiding, or on the side of a wall or hidden back at the point, really far away from where the heat of the battle's taking place, and stop it. I believe you can. I know you can damage the dragon and defeat it, but if that dragon is over you, you're dead. It's over. You're dead. So guys, I'm going to end this video now. I mean, you get my point. Each and every new champion that comes out in Paladins is just overpowered AF. The newer the class, the more OP, which I can kind of get. But all I'm saying is show a little love to the initial characters, okay? At least alter their abilities, or at least give them a little bit of a buff, or at least nerf the new characters that are coming out. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been in a match and they're like, oh, Dredge is getting nerfed the next patch. No doubt, 100% wrong. Never happens. But anyway, guys, that is my rant. I'm getting that off my chest. Still gonna play Paladins, still one of my favorite games to play FPS wise. I want to thank you guys for sticking through this video to the very end. I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to our channel. If you haven't, please do so. Hit that like button if you like this kind of content. I do rants every so often. Hit the bell notification so you can see when we go live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, be sure to follow us on Discord, join our conversation there. Follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook. But thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next video.